Let's just talk about your time.
I want to talk about to go high to low.
So, welcome back to another episode of Sharp Segment. My name is Nico Sharp. I'm here alongside the DBU Patriot, Michael Dattalo, here for another episode here. Going to talk about hitting. You're always one of the guys that gets here early. You put a lot of work in. Team leading RBIs, all-star. So you get here early. What does your cage work look like coming to the field?
Yeah, so I usually start off with some tee work, just making sure everything feels warmed up and ready to go before I start getting into moving ball. And just feeling out, just keeping everything tight to my body, staying through the middle of the field. And just, yeah, but the main thing with tee work is just making sure that I'm good to go. And then I do some front toss usually. Just work on some explosive things, building bat speed, getting that path ready for the game. And then I love to do machine work later on, just to see like game speed. Get ready to see like a real pitch before I actually get in the game.
Awesome. And then before we get into the cage, is this stuff you've learned from DBU, high school, or is this stuff you've just always done your whole life, or what does that look like?
Yeah, some of the stuff I've been doing my whole life, but a lot of it I learned last year at DBU. Kind of like the over and under load training with bats. We do a lot of that at DBU, so I wanted to bring that here and work on that here as well.
Perfect. Let's get into it. All right, so you just got to the field. You're in the cage. What's the first drill you're doing?
First drill I'm doing is just staying inside the ball, trying to hit the back net, but just keeping everything tight to my body, just trying not to roll over, and just, again, like I said, just trying to keep it as a warm-up and just getting everything to feel good. Also trying to get some backspin and just staying through the middle just like that.
Through your swings, both in game as well as BPN in the cage, you can tell that you work really hard up the middle.
Yeah.
It's not. Sometimes some guys like to go keep their hands in and go away. Some people like to go a little strong pull side, but you work really hard up the middle. Is that something you've always done, or is that again something you picked up later on?
Yeah. Well, just for me, like working up the middle is if I'm early on a pitch, then if I'm standing through the middle and I'm early, I have the left side, and if I'm late, I have the right side. And also, it just keeps you on every pitch, the away pitch, the inside pitch, and the miss pitch that you can drive. So that's why I always just like to keep it through the middle, just because you have the most margin of error, in my opinion. Ooh, that got on me.
Yeah, we can back up here
Yeah.
a little bit.
There it is. Okay, we'll go high tee now. Yeah, with high tee, just same thing. It's just working my top hand, trying to backspin the ball, low line drive on a high pitch, and just staying through everything. Get one more. Yeah. Okay, now I like to do low and in. This is a pitcher's pitch, really, but I just like to see, I like to stay through it, try to get backspin either to the pull side or up the middle. Just really works your path and staying inside everything.
You say pitcher's pitch, so this is like a drill that you don't see all too often. Going and usually you're working hands, working high, but don't see really guys focus on the pitcher's pitch so much in T. Is that, again, I want to ask you again, is that something you developed, or is that something you learned through a certain hitting coach, or is that something you saw yourself?
Yeah, we do this drill at school. I mean, really, it's more for path, but it's also like you're gonna get this pitch in a game. It's gonna be a pitcher's pitch. You might have two strikes on you, and you have to swing at it. So it's good to practice it, and if you can, learn to hit this pitch, you can hit any other pitch, right?
And is your vision left center gap here? You're still trying to work up the middle?
Everything's up the middle right now.
Okay.
Trying to just get it out there up the middle with some backspin. Avoid doing that. One more. And the last tee drill is just going high and away, staying on top and just driving the ball the other way. Get one more. That's it for the tee.
Perfect. All right, so we're moving into front toss. I see you got a couple of different bats with you. What are you working on here?
Yeah, so it's underload training and overload training. Overload is just heavier than your normal bat, so something you're not, accustomed to seeing with your normal bats, a little bit heavier. So you just got to work a little bit harder to, stay through everything and get that exit velocity. Than the underload bat is, it's lighter than you're used to, so your body actually has to work. You're moving faster, which tricks your muscles into thinking that you can go faster than you actually can, which builds bat speed. And if you do this every day over the course of the year, you'll gain steady bat speed each day. So the first drill I like to do with the overload is just open stance, really trying to feel it in my back hip. I'm just driving through the ball, and it's tough because when you're open like this, you're susceptible to a rollover, so you really have to fight that as well. Then I'll go into the underload after 4 overload. And I like to go close stance, just kind of the opposite of what I just did. Sweet. All right, now I'll go back to the overload. Just 4 regular swings, 4 regular swings in the underload, and then I'll go to my normal bat.
And are these drills you do every single day with the overload bat and underload bat, or is this every other day, or what?
I do them just about every day. The days that I don't do them, I don't feel as quick.
Okay.
So I like to do them every day before the game. And just like I said, like over the course of the year, if you're doing these, you're gonna gain bat speed, and that's what you're really looking for each and every day. Continued improvement. So the last drill I like to do is just with the regular bat. It's going to be like, I'm going to take a swing, stop swing, then I'm going to take a full swing. The stop swing just helps me feel everything, you know, like the accelerator in my swing. And you just feel like really like connected when you do that. Because if you get out of, you know, sync, you can't really stop swing very well. So it's probably my favorite drill that I do. So let's give it a go.
So for those who may not know what a stop swing is, so is that you swing and on contact, you're
Yep.
kind of
Shut it down.
shut it down.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then this one I'm gonna full swing, just to, you know, just feel like the full swing and then stop swing. Just we'll go 2 more.
And that's going to do it from the hitting portion of the cage. But I want to talk mentality a little bit. You know, when you step into the box, what are you looking for and what's your approach?
Yeah, usually I'm just looking for a pitch middle away. That's my drive pitch, up in the zone, and just trying to drive it to the oppo gap. I'm just trying to be aggressive early in the count, and then, you know, if I get to 2 strikes, just battling it away, and just trying to poke it through the 4-hole, just keep me on everything.
Yeah, and it certainly worked for you all summer long. It's been fun watching you hit, but few off days have come around. Have you enjoyed your time on Cape? What's that been like for you for your first time?
Yeah, I think I've golfed just about every off day. So I'm a big golfer. I love to golf, as well as NCAA football just came out. So I've been grinding that as well.
Of course. So for your golf game, are you an irons guy? Are you a complete game? What is your?
I'm an irons guy. I can drive pretty well, but sometimes it goes right or left. So got to be good with my irons.
Got you. And then for back home from Keller, Texas, go to DBU. You said it's only 30 minutes away from campus. What's the DBU Dallas Baptist life been like?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's a different speed from you know, the school I went to prior, but it's been awesome. It's very work, like everyone there is there for the same goal, get better and, you know, play at the next level. And it's very team oriented as well. Not a lot of ego there, just a bunch of grinders and just team guys.
Yeah, I love it. And then we talked about a little bit, you know, we're from home and it's been feeling hot here, you know, and we feel like we've gotten accustomed to the weather up here. And so how has the weather and just everything up here on Cape been different from back home, and looking forward to going back home to 100+ heat?
Yeah. So it kind of like what we talked about earlier, you know, it was 88 today and you check the weather at home and see it's 105 and you quickly realize it's not too hot here. So it's definitely a perspective thing. But yeah, other than that, the weather's been pretty nice.
Yeah, it has been super nice. And you made friends with Anthony Silva. I heard there was maybe plans to maybe meet up. And was there a spot you guys are going to? Is it a special place for you, or what does that look like?
Yeah, Joe T. Garcia's, best restaurant in DFW. Shout out Joe T. Garcia's. Gotta go there. Gotta go there if you're ever in DFW.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the most famous places in Fort Worth. It's one of the best places to eat. Definitely a go-to. And before we let you go, is there any fun facts that we should know about you that the people may not know?
I played hockey growing up, all the way through ice hockey.
Really?
Yep. I give hand-eye coordination. I think that helped a lot, hockey.
Wow.
Yep.
Even in the DFW area from Keller, hockey guy. Didn't know that. Well, thank you, Michael Dattalo, for your time. That's another episode of Sharp Segment. Be sure to drop a like, comment. Let me know what you want to see next. Michael Dattalo, thank you again for your time.
Of course.
We'll see you next time for the next episode of Sharp Segment.